WJTV, Jackson, Mississippi. From the news leader in Central Mississippi, this is WJTV News Center 12.
Good evening, everyone. Minutes are ticking away for Mississippi death row inmate Edward Earl Johnson.
If all goes as planned, Johnson has only 2 hours to live.
He's scheduled to die in the gas chamber at the Mississippi State Penitentiary.
The execution is drawing protests tonight from several groups. We have 2 reports.
First, from News Center 12's Barbara Horner, live with Live Star 12 up at Parchman, Mississippi. Barbara?
Walter, I am here in the media room where everyone is waiting. If word comes of changes in the status of Johnson, that word will come here to all the reporters gathered from all over this state. As of now, we have heard nothing that would change the fact that an execution is scheduled at this point. So it appears that all there is to do right now is wait and see. A warm and humid night is falling on the Mississippi State Penitentiary. It's the last evening Edward Earl Johnson may know.
I would characterize Edward's demeanor and attitude at this time as unchanged, still calm and hopeful, as is his family. The family has left the maximum security unit. They will remain here on the grounds of the institution until after these events come to a close later tonight.
Reporters joined in a lottery to determine who will witness the execution if all goes as scheduled. 3 from the wire services, 1 from radio and television, and 1 newspaper reporter.
I'm going in objectively, I think. You know, my first job is as a reporter, and just to report what I see. So.
Does it bother you to watch a man die?
I have my reservations as a person, but as a reporter, I think I can be objective about it.
Edward Earl Johnson is waiting on death row a few feet from the gas chamber. With me now is Ken Jones of the Department of Corrections. Ken, assuming the execution does go as scheduled, what will be happening in these final 2 hours?
And when News Center 12 returns, residents in Pearl say yes to school improvements.
And also, we'll have this.
Good evening. I'm Ralph Braseth from the Vicksburg Bureau. The Warren County Sheriff's Department believe they have cracked a 3-month-old armed robbery case. 2 suspects are in jail. That story coming up next on News Center 12.
A prayer vigil is going on at this hour in downtown Jackson.
As we noted just a moment ago, the vigil is composed mostly of those who are opposed to the death penalty. And our own Bob Beard is standing by live now out in front of the governor's mansion with more. Bob?
Thanks very much, Walter and Melanie. The strains of We Shall Overcome and Kumbaya are blowing in the hot, humid air here in downtown Jackson at this hour. We're standing by live outside the governor's mansion where about 75 to 80 people have gathered to pray, to sing hymns, and to say psalms. They are here for 3 reasons. First of all, they are all opposed to the death penalty. Second of all, they are praying for Edward Earl Johnson's family and parents. And thirdly, they are strongly urging Governor Bill Lane to grant executive clemency for Mr. Johnson before his scheduled execution date at 12:01 a.m. today. I'm here live now with 2 of the participants. They are Gene Edwards on my right, your left, and Joseph Howard. I believe they're both from Jackson. Gene, why did you come down here? Apparently you don't do this type of thing often.
Well, after a lot of soul searching, I came to the conclusion that the death penalty is not the way. There has to
see what Governor Bill Lane does. They'll be out here until the scheduled execution time around midnight tonight. I'm Bob Beard reporting live from the governor's mansion downtown. Back to you, Walter and Melanie.
Thank you, Bob. The Pearl school bond issue has passed tonight.
Voters have agreed to build a new high school and to air conditioning some existing schools. News Center 12's Linda Rush was in Pearl tonight when the final tally came in.
It will be at least 2 years before a new high school is completed, but supporters say knowing that it's coming will make the old school a little easier to bear. Reporting from Pearl, Linda Rush, WJTV, News Center 12.
And still to come here on News Center 12, the USS Stark heads home after destruction at sea.
And Philadelphia Mayor Wilson Goode heads for the general elections. News Center 12 continues. Two armed robbery suspects are in the Warren County Jail tonight. Police believe the suspects robbed a Vicksburg convenience store. Our Vicksburg reporter Ralph Braseth has the story.
The Warren County Sheriff's Office arrested two men in connection with the armed robbery of Polly's Easy Stop. 39-year-old Charles Turner was arraigned at 2:30 this afternoon. Warren Justice Court Judge James Tate set Turner's bail at $55,000 for the armed robbery and two lesser charges. Another suspect, 29-year-old Aaron Walker, is also charged with the crime. His lawyer waived arraignment, and Walker did not appear before the judge. His bond is $50,000.
About 2 weeks ago, Sheriff Barrett and myself received some information about some burglaries, and we solved some burglaries, and through those investigations, we arrested Charles Turner, age 39.
On February 25th, just before 11 p.m., Frances Larson was getting ready to close Polly's Easy Stop. She was outside checking the gas pumps, and as she headed back to the store, someone was following her.
A man with a gun came up behind me, told me to turn around, get on the floor. And second man came in behind him. He kept me on the floor with the gun, told me if I turned my head, I was going to die.